my name's Kristen, and this is the Mind Trap question of the day. Governor Gamble, who was looking for a very smart man to be his advisor, was down to the final 3 applicants. He told the 3 men that he had 5 hats, 3 white and 2 green. He explained that he was going to put 1 hat on each of their heads. The first man to correctly state the color of his own hat and explain how he arrived at that conclusion would land the job. After the hats had been placed, the first man looked at the other 2 and said that he did not know the answer. The second man looked at the first and the third and said that he didn't know the answer either. The third man, who was blind, correctly stated the color of his hat and went on to explain his reasoning. What was the color of the blind man's hat and how did he know? Over to you, Daddy.
Okay, so let's break this thing down a little bit. There's a real key to this problem, solving this problem, and that is you have to know all the combinations of hats that are possible. We can see all 7 combinations right here. I've written them out and I can assure you they're accurate. Okay, so let's take this from the perspective of the first applicant. All right, now if he would have seen 2 green hats, he would know for sure that his are white, right? Because as Kristen stated, there's only a total of 2 green hats out there. So we clearly know that applicant number 1 could not have seen this. So we can eliminate that. That's the only way applicant 1 can figure it out. So he says, I don't know. And now we go to applicant number 2. Okay, applicant number 2 can also do the same thing as number 1 and get the answer right. If he sees 2 green hats, he knows his is white. Clearly, he didn't know the answer, so we can't count that one. Okay, now there's actually one other way that applicant number 2 can find out the color of his hat. That is if he sees a green hat on applicant number 3. Why is this, you may ask? Well, if he sees a green hat on number 3, he knows that number 1 did not see a green hat on him. So, in that case, his must be white if he can find a green. But he doesn't see a green on number 3, so we have to clearly eliminate that one. Then he says he doesn't know. So, it's applicant number 3's turn. There's only 4 possibilities left. Guess what? All 4 of them contain a white hat on number 3. That's how I knew. So, clearly, we have figured this out.